eventually. Like, I'm gonna have to change my logo too, bro. All right, guys, we're live with me and Chris. We're gonna be live for live preview. We're gonna be live previewing the whole card, talking about each and every fight on the card.
Hell yeah!
Make sure you guys go subscribe to his channel. There's a link in the description, bro. Let's how excited are you for this card? We got PFO, we got UFC today.
Man, way more interested in Apex than PFL. I'm gonna tell you that first.
Apex.
So, it's crazy. It's crazy to say, but I do want to see Francis Ngannou win tonight. Hopefully he does. He pulls it off.
Hopefully he does it for his boy, right? His kid.
I'm rooting for him.
Rest in peace. Yeah, I'm rooting for him too. I mean, Farrell's a fucking like, bro. The guy's like, he's not intimidated at all. You seen that like at the face-offs? Like this guy's not intimidated at all.
Nah. And that's what you got to be.
Yeah, you gotta stand your ground. And Ngannou's coming back after KO loss, right? Like he got KO'd, he got chinned. Like the way he got chinned was so bad by Joshua. And Joshua just got chinned recently. Like it's like it's pretty that was pretty bad for Joshua. I mean, because he was getting a lot of hype after chinning Ngannou the way he did.
Yeah.
And he goes out there against Dubois and he got chinned pretty worse himself.
That was embarrassing.
Yeah, I mean, people are like, bro, MMA was getting more respect from the boxing people, and then after Ngannou got knocked out, everyone was like, okay, this is how MMA versus boxing goes. I mean, it's like they do that every time. I mean,
boxing is a completely different sport. I'm starting to understand that more and more because, like, bro, their movement and everything, like, what they want is what they count as entertainment, like, versus what we see as entertainment. Like, bro, we got Darren the Damage Elkins in this card tonight. Like, that tells you everything. Like, this guy,
he's known for fucking taking damage, not dishing out damage.
Yeah, by any means possible, looking to get a win. And in boxing, they're just clean, tight, 1-2. It's just, I don't know. I'd rather watch.
Did you watch that Better Be You fight? Did you watch that fight? Better Be You.
I saw a couple rounds, not the whole thing, but I saw a couple. Who did you think
I was
won?
picking Bivol. I didn't watch the fight yet. I just seen highlights.
Oh, okay.
And they both like were landing. I mean, I think Bivol was landing more volume. What people were saying Better Be You was landing the better shots, but all right. But yo, let's go. We got Bob in the house. We got Luis. What's going on, boys? Yeah, we're gonna be taking a look at every fight on this card, and we're gonna be talking about PFO and the UFC. I mean, throughout this live stream.
What's up,
because PFO's got a pretty big card. Let's go, Antoine in the house. Okay, said Francis about to get buried. Damn, bro. Like, come on. Can we just all fucking back Francis Ngannou for his kids' sake?
Yeah.
Get ready to be ignored in the chat. Bro, we're not. I mean, this is like me and him going back and forth, right? On the live preview. This is what we do on the stream.
Ready to enjoy the preview. How about that?
Yeah, exactly. All right, bro. Let's start with the first fight. We got Robelis of Spain taking Austin Lane. I mean, who are you picking here?
Oh, this is easy, bro. This is one of the easiest breakdowns of the card right here.
It doesn't seem like that, bro. I mean, I've seen a lot of love on fucking Austin Lane. I mean, like, there's a lot of people back in Austin Lane. Not a lot of people, I mean, but there's a fair amount of people out there.
I think Austin Lane has like a good 5 minutes to get this fight done.
I'm not even sure if he has 5 minutes. He might have like 4 minutes.
Yeah, like anything past the 5-minute mark, bro. If he can get him down, yeah, okay. Maybe he'll get him down, but he's not gonna. We saw how hard it was for him to keep Jonata Denise down. He was so tired, bro. These heavyweights, this is like the same level of like UFC caliber that we saw Junior Tafa and Sharaf the other week. You remember when they two?
Yeah. I mean, that was one of the worst fights. So I cannot wait to fade Junior Tafa. When you fight someone like any good that's like has good cardio. I mean, the guy that he fought him, if he had full camp, I think he probably would have won.
Honestly,
bro, these guys, these Tafa brothers just cannot fucking. They're actually like fish off their backs, turtles, absolute turtles.
Yeah, and I rate these guys the same. Like, I don't put them much higher than Junior Tafa and whatnot right now, especially. And Austin Lane is not, bro. He's like 2 months from 37 years old. Like,
you think you can finish him on the ground? Like, I feel like there's upside. If he can get in top position, like, there's probably Costa's not really like wasn't really throwing ground and pound. But like Austin Lane, I've seen him go out there and like actually throw ground and pound when he gets a takedown.
I don't know.
Like I didn't bet this fight. I mean, I'm still not sure. Like I might add him like the Spain to a long shot probably. I'm still thinking about it, but I don't know.
Yeah. Nah, but I can't put faith in Austin Lane, bro. You're almost 37. Like you've shown only 5 minutes of good cardio. Like he has blast takedowns, blast doubles. That's good. That's definitely what you need against Robelis de Spain. But even if it goes into round two and Robelis has, another 60 seconds with the fight standing, I still think he can put him out. Like I just think that he can put him out at any point in time in this fight. Because Jonata didn't even really use much technique. He kind of just sprawled and brawled.
Yeah,
Did
I
what he
mean,
could.
he also was really tired. To be
Yeah,
fair, I mean, he
yeah,
did take him down. Because is there a world where we can see fucking Austin Lane shooting for his life, taking him
yeah.
down early,
I
and
think
we
he's
see
gonna
a second on
I think he's gonna shoot the first minute. Hell yeah.
in the first
But
minute? I mean,
hell yeah. But I don't know if he can keep him there, man.
yeah, the thing about Austin Lane is like at least Costa, Waldo Cortez Acosta, he's a good striker, right? He's not really known for his wrestling, and he has good wrestling, he has good durability. Like the Spain was landing on him, and he couldn't really like hurt him because Costa's has solid durability. He's got cardio for 50 minutes, so yeah, I don't know. I want to see Robelis go out there and actually beat someone like beating who's the guy that he beat recently? I mean that fucking absolute can.
The bum, yeah. I'll tell you right
Who was
now.
what was his name?
Josh Parisian.
Yeah, Parisian. Yeah, yeah. I think Parisian and Lane are on the same level,
Yeah,
but Parisian just he was kind of rushing in. I think like Lane's gonna be a sitting duck after he gets tired and he's doesn't really have much cardio. I mean, so I heard he's training at a better team now. I'm not sure where he's training at, but I heard he's training with better people now. So I feel like there's upside on Lane early. If he can go out there, get top position, maybe land ground and pound. But
yeah,
I'm not even gonna pick him here just because he's gonna have to get a early finish. And at least we know like the Spain is tough enough to go the distance, right? Like we can't say the same
exactly.
thing about Lane because
Yep.
when things are getting tough, he just kind of like he doesn't have the chin to stay there for 15 minutes, and he doesn't have the cardio to go 15 minutes. So
Yeah,
we're both gonna pick the Spain. Did you bet on them? Bet on him? I didn't bet on his last fight either. I just took a pass on that one. You too.
yeah. And
Waldo
Austin
fight.
Lane, I want to mention too, Austin Lane only has one submission finish in his whole career. That was back in 2021. So
Imagine the Spain goes out there, gets a submission plus 800.
that would be cool. That would be crazy.
Lane fucking shoots a takedown and he gets caught up in a gilly.
That would be classical. Everyone's gonna lose their knockout prop. That honestly makes a lot of
Like,
sense.
why even play the knockout if you're playing? Just play the money line. Like, it's like
Yeah,
really similar, right? Like, I think the KO is like minus 250. The money line's like minus 350.
yeah. He's
You might
actually
as well
minus
just play
25
the
now.
money
Yeah,
line. Saint DG said if you were to put 1K, one play solo pick, I would probably take Johnson. I think that's the only guy that I kind of trust on this card
John
mostly.
Johnson. Okay. Yeah, but let's see
I mean,
what
they're flyweights, so
what's his line right now. Let me see.
I think he's like minus 50 now.
Minus 265. Wow.
Or minus 250, minus 250, I think now.
Oh yeah, on DraftKings. Well, I'm looking at it live right now.
He has a paper chin. Yeah, I mean, it's not really a
Yeah,
chin.
that
I feel
too.
like, I mean, obviously, it's a bad chin, but it's just his cardio. Right? His cardio is so bad. I mean, I know Rigo's picking Lane, and he picked Waldo over the Spain.
Dude,
So Rigo's
if Greg
faking.
Hardy, if Greg Hardy can knock you out, Robelis to Spain can knock you out.
Bro, the Spain's gonna send fucking Lane, yeah, packing. He's gonna be working with Greg Hardy at Walmart next week.
Exactly. That's a good one.
All right, so we're both picking the Spain. I mean, I just can't get there on a bet. I mean, like if he was
No,
like minus 150, minus 200,
for
anything under
sure.
that, I'd probably like bet him. But like hopefully, like he's been working on that takedown defense because he's got to be working on takedown defense, right? Because that's the way he knows guys are gonna go out there and try to beat him. Because
Mhm.
most people don't really want to stand up with him out there.
Yeah, and he
You're
trains.
taking Carrigo's taking to Spain first round KO now. So did you change your pick, Rigo? I thought you're taking Lane. Lane. So he's changing his pick now, I guess. What were you saying?
No, yeah. I think earlier in Robelis's career, he was training with the Gracies too. So like, I mean, he has to have some type of ground. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets the submission. I might play it now. Now that you
I
mentioned,
could see like a world where the Spain gets on top and like just finishes him with ground and pound.
hope yeah, you might get a TKO, right? Reverse the weak takedown attempt and then just finish him off. I could see that
Yeah.
too.
I'm actually like hyped to see how he does. Because also Lane's like when he is fighting out there, it's entertaining. Like
Yeah,
unless he can go out there and like it's somehow his cardio is like phenomenal this time, which is unlikely because it's never really good.
that's the thing. Yeah, like I thought he had a chance against Jonathan Denise, and I've made a like in my prediction breakdown. I was talking about it.
Bro,
I
you
can't.
know that under had the under 1.5 in that Denise fight, and Lane fight almost went over. I think it was like 10 seconds that it went under. I was like, holy shit! It was like that's why I'm not even playing the under in this one because there's a roll where he can like take him down and fucking hold it on for at least 7 minutes. I mean 7.5 minutes.
Yeah,
So the money's a lot of money's to actually come in the over 1.5. I wouldn't play the over at all, but
no,
yeah, I don't know. Like this one, like the under was minus 350 like a couple of days ago, and now it's like minus 260. So clearly, some people are betting on over here. Hugo
uh,
said I can't trust the lane. Yeah, at least with the Waldo, right? Waldo has a good chin on him because he's a good striker and he's got high level experience, like and he's got
never lost
cardio.
to Greg Hardy.
Yeah,
If you never lost to Greg Hardy, bro, I can't trust you. You know what I mean?
yeah, exactly, man. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Spain did lose to no, not Spain. What's the name? Lane, right? Lane. He
Yeah,
lost to was that on Contender Series last like before?
that was his first fight on Contender. Yeah,
I think then he fought LFA guy right on Contender Series, and he got a top position, got ground and pound.
yeah, TKO finish in the first round, but the guy was a bum. You know.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to next fight. Now we got the OnlyFans girl, Alice Adeline, taking on Melissa Martinez. And who are you taking here? I mean, what a phenomenal matchup. I mean, I know you guys are just
Phenomenal.
waking up in the morning and cannot wait to see how this one goes.
Yeah, this is high level MMA right here. Elise Ardeline
This is
taking
why
on.
we watch the UFC. I mean, this is why we every fucking week we tune into UFC to watch low level MMA at Dana
9-6
Dungeon.
record versus 7-1 record. This is just what we want to see, you know. Nah,
Yeah,
but
everyone on this fight card is like fighting for their freedom, bro, out of Dana
yeah,
Dungeon. I mean, that's what this has turned into. I mean, and then Dana said he's gonna get rid of the Dungeon, so I don't think they're ever gonna get rid of the Apex. I mean,
we
remember
need
they
a
said they were gonna like completely like move away from the Apex
yeah. They
like
were
a couple
trying
months
to.
back.
It's. I mean, I'd rather keep these low level matchups in the Apex too, because you know then we could just cut these guys quickly, get them out of here. You know, they don't get no pay per view points, none of
Bro,
that.
like all you know, the contender series was actually really good this year. Actually, some of the contender series cards were a lot better than like
Way better,
these Apex cards, which is
way
pretty
better than
crazy. Like, and a
pretty much.
lot of like pretty good prospects got signed to the UFC this year of contender series. But it sucks for Canadians though. Like they all lost. I don't think any Canadian won on that Dana White contender series. Even though a lot of people were picking Adu on the last card, and he fucking looked horrible. He actually went out there try to offensively wrestle the grappler who's the better BJJ guy. Like these guys just have no fucking brain cells.
Yeah, I
All right,
mean,
let's
look,
get back to the breakdown
yeah,
though. So
we'd rather talk
Arlene
about contenders.
Martinez. Oh man. Martinez like she got dropped by Elise Reed, and I just can't get that picture out of my head. Her getting dropped by Elise Reed, getting taken on by Elise Reed, like and
Only
Elise Reed's
UFC,
fighting on this card. Like, yeah, that you're right. That's her only knockdown, right? Her only
only
knockdown.
knockout in Elise Reed's career in the UFC. It's Melissa Martinez, man. Not a good
Where
look.
are you picking the up and comer Martinez? See, her brother fought in contender series a couple of weeks ago. You remember her brother? Like
Yeah, yeah. I think. Look, I think this fight should be in the LFA. I think it should be in like Cage Fury or something, or like
they could probably do this like a main win in LFA.
yeah,
LFA actually had a pretty good main win last night.
yeah.
Magomedov went out there, got a crazy KO in the first round.
It's gonna look much better than this fight, that's for sure. But look, man, I just think from what I've seen recently, we got to go with Ardeline here, man. We saw Ardeline not too long ago. She took on a karate style. Melissa Martinez is the same blueprint karate style. They actually, Melissa Martinez and Shauna Banan were both in the same regional scene, like pro. whatever fight promotion.
I think it's
So
Combat Global for
yeah,
her.
so I think that might give Adelene a bit of an advantage because she's already seen that type of opponent, and we've seen her fight recently. Melissa Martinez hasn't fought in 2 years, and like you said, she got dropped by Elise Reed, one of the weakest.
Even on her
teams.
like her previous fight before that, like it was really close. He was getting taken out in that fight. So like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think she's taking 2 years off. There could be a world where she shows up as a completely new fighter now. Like her brothers in UFC now, they're probably training really hard.
right.
I kind of hope she wins. I mean, Arlene, like, what's like, she's 32 years old. I mean, she's an OnlyFans, fucking, she's TikTok famous. So,
9-6. Yeah,
I mean, she's fought Bailey, right? She fought Bailey. I mean, and on the
yeah.
feet, she was actually pressuring Bailey. So like, she's fought Shauna Bannon.
She
Shauna,
doesn't
that was
fight
on
that.
short notice. I think that was on short notice. So it's like, who the hell fucking cares? Like I'm gonna
Yeah,
pick the girl that fought 3 months ago. At least we've seen her recently. Like her cardio, her striking is actually horrible. So Martinez, if she's able to keep it standing, Martinez is gonna be the better striker, better kickboxer. She's gonna
hmm
be she's actually got some nice leg kicks and body kicks and high kicks. Like she's pretty quick, right? She's really undersized though for the
yeah.
weight class. Like, but when you watch tape on her, she's actually pretty impressive. But
She has good
she's
volume.
really tiny. Yeah, she has good volume for sure. But I don't know. This could be. I think this fight's got split written all over it. So you might as
Yeah,
well bet instead of betting the money line, you might as well bet this fight to go to split because I know we're gonna have those judges out there. One judge is gonna have a 30-27 one way, and the other two judges are gonna have 29-28 the other way. It's gonna be like that. I mean, there wasn't there a card like scorecard like that last week. Which
what do you
scorecard was that? You know, Saul D'Amato scored the first round for Tatsuro Taira. As much as I wanted Taira to win, he gave the first round to
that
Taira.
fight was not a split, bro. That fight was not a split. I thought 48-47 Royval all the way. But
It's
Saudi
getting worse, bro.
man,
The scoring is actually getting worse in the UFC recently, and like I feel like every passing week the scoring looks worse and worse. The
yeah,
plus 250 for this fight to go to split. I think they're probably better at betting that than trusting one of these girls to on the money line.
yeah. And Ardeline still being the underdog is kind of suspect because like
I'm not even gonna bet her. Like, there's no way I can bet on her.
it is kind
Go
of
9
suspect.
and fucking 6.
Like I think
No,
it should
she was like -115 at one point early. Like a lot of money came in early.
okay.
Then I think since then the line has rebounded since then. I think most of the public's probably betting Martinez, right? Because he's got a prettier
Yeah,
record. She's 27 years old. Her brother just got a UFC contract recently, so
yeah,
there's definitely an upside on the younger prospect. I mean,
yeah.
but yeah,
I think it's whoever's gonna win minutes and not just moments in this fight. So,
I
but
might change my pick to Martinez. I mean, later before the fucking fight companion. I feel like she's gonna win. I'm gonna pick Martinez. Fuck
yeah,
yeah. I feel like she's gonna win on just volume. Even though we haven't seen her in 2 years. Orleans is gonna need takedowns out there, bro. I feel like she's gonna need takedowns.
yeah. I mean,
I'm gonna
Shauna
ch- I'm
Khan,
gonna go with Martinez. I got a
yeah,
feeling she's gonna get a like 29-28 split. Um Orlean, like she's beat a bunch of cans. I mean, she looked good in the Shauna Bannon fight on short notice, so
right.
maybe she's gonna need to get takedowns and control her. I'm just not sure if she's gonna be able to do damage when when she's getting those takedowns. But we already spent enough time on this. So are you still picking that Arlene?
I'm gonna stick with it, bro. Dogger pass
All
for
right.
me on this one, man. For real, like I can't. Make sure you switch yours on Tapology though, because you
Yeah, I'll
gotta.
switch it on top. I'll probably whatever. I don't even give a fuck about this fight that much. Whatever.
Yeah,
I think this one's gonna go the distance though. Martinez is not finishing her. Hurley's not gonna finish her either. Martinez is pretty tough, even though she got dropped by Elise Reed. She's pretty tough, scrappy.
Rob got taken down 3 times by Elise Reed.
Yeah. Yes, it was a third round. I mean, she's actually like I think she had like one takedown of her own, or
Yeah,
like
she did. She did.
in the Clintons. She was getting taken on in the third round. Like she doesn't have the fight IQ, so just take fight goes a distance, fight goes split because I think this fight's gonna be really really close. It's gonna be Martinez landing volume, Arlene getting those takedowns, controlling her. Arlene's cardio is still like kind of sus, so she's taking this. She's actually at a full camp. I mean, Martinez is the one taking this fight on short notice, so that could play into Arlene's. I think that's why I was picking her before, but Yeah, I mean, let's move on. I mean, who the hell cares? We got another fucking who the hell cares about another match over here? Just got Penne taking at least Reed.
Yeah.
Just when you think the card's gonna get better.
No, it did. Yeah, just did.
Who you taking here, bro?
Dude, I'm Jessica Penne is like 2 months from turning 42 years old. She's like 21% takedown accuracy. She's pulling guard in her fights. I hate this style. I hate the style of pulling guard. I hate the style of being one dimensional. And then you combine that with being 41. Like I can't pick you to win. I
Doesn't
just
she do a
don't think.
podcast with Angela Hill? Like, isn't
Yeah, yeah, she does. She trains with Angela Hill, I'm sure. But even Angela Hill, she's gotten dominated in the grappling department before. And to have Jessica Penne as your training partner should improve that. But Jessica Penne clearly is just not on that level. I don't think she's on that level.
I don't think
And
either one of these girls are on any fucking level. To be fair,
yeah, and then Elise Reed. That's the thing too. Is Elise Reed is getting taken down by every single opponent that she's faced, even in her wins. So that's not a good look, man. But she's 31. Like maybe she has her head on her shoulders now. Maybe she's getting better. This is the age of where you're approaching your prime in MMA. So I just have to go with that, man. I don't like. I have zero confidence in this. Like
I
0.1.
don't know how anyone can have confidence. There's actually people betting parolaying at least Reed. Like, I don't like shaming anyone for parolaying anyone because I've actually lost money betting on WMA. I bet on Hernandez last week on the Contender Series. So
Yeah,
like, I tell myself every week I'm not gonna bet on these low level WMA fights, and I fucking do it myself. So like, I hope everyone that has money on Lee Street they cash because I'm gonna pick her because I think she's got more like left in the tank. She's 31, right? She's still like 31 years old. Penne is like fucking 42, but in women's MMA, I don't think it matters that much because
yeah.
it's not like there's no much power. There's no a lot of finishing upside. Penn is gonna have better BJJ, so
If it
can
gets
she get those takedowns? I mean, is she gonna pull guard? As least Reed's just gonna go into her guard and fucking play around, mess fuck around out there in the guard. She might get caught up in a submission.
happen.
I think that's how she got the submission right over Kovalevich.
Yep.
So she
Okay, which
pulled guard and
hard.
like she got a submission. So there's definitely a possibility Penny goes out there like has his least read because least read has horrible fight IQ, doesn't have good durability, doesn't have good BJJ defense.
Yeah.
But Penny hasn't fought in fucking 2 years. I mean, I'm not even like I wouldn't even bet the over in this one because I just don't trust least read's question. I mean, fight IQ.
Yeah. I will say though, I think it's crazy that Yasmin Lucindo couldn't finish Carolina Kowalkiewicz, but Jessica Penne finished her in the first round. You know what I mean?
She
So
has a
that
win over Lupita. I mean, Lupita is actually overrated too. I feel like we've given fucking Lupi too much respect recently.
yeah. So I mean, Jessica's ground game, her grappling game is legit, but it has to get there first. And I think Elise understands where this fight could go wrong. So I just think Elise Reed,
You know how she blitzing in and out? It's actually pretty funny, right? Like how she
yeah,
strikes. She's straight.
I don't,
The way she goes forward, it's like she just fucking it's like someone tells her like no, it's you got to go out there and like pressure forward, and she has a blitz, and she goes back to fucking going in cruise control. It's actually pretty hilarious. I'm telling you guys, watch her go out there and like go for blitzes. I mean, she gonna has a DDP blitz, right? Like at least DDP has power. I mean,
so Jessica Penne.
it's really similar. It's really similar, right? Like
You talking about Jessica?
I'm talking about Lee Reed, like the way she
Oh,
goes forward, like when she has this fucking like still like go forward like for like a couple of seconds, then go back to cruise control.
she has no game
It's
plan out there. She's just fighting.
yeah, I mean even like her fight with the other girl, who was that? Her win, Jinyu Frey. Bro, I actually had money on her there. Like I actually bet her live there after the first round.
Yeah,
Because I know that Jinyu Frey has no fucking cardio, right? And that was really close. And I think Jinyu Frey was actually taking her down. And she was able to outstrike Jinyu Frey. It was fucking close as hell.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, she's lost to Loma Lagume, Lupita Godinez. Lupita, I think Lupi actually dropped her in that fight. Since he eventually just subbed her.
So
Loma was able to wrestle her, take her down, sub her. Sam Hughes, I mean, those losses are not terrible, but I don't fucking trust her still. I'm gonna pick her. by decision. But over, I'm not even gonna play the over. Odds are decent for the over 1.5 though. Over 1.5's got to be like minus fucking 1,000, right? Or minus 750. What's the over
Yeah,
1.5?
yeah. 3 fights into this card, and we don't have a single bet for any one of them. It's
Bro, I'm
crazy.
just like just better off staying away from these low level WMA fights. I mean, there's a
Yeah,
PFL card today, so like you have a lot of options to go out there and like pick and choose. You're probably
yeah,
better at putting money on Pacheco than fucking betting your money on, or like even like Cyborg
for real.
as a dog than betting money on these three.
Yeah, definitely. Minus
But like
185. She
you can
does not.
get fucking Murphy. I mean, put everything on Murphy next week. He's fighting Ige. I mean, that's gonna.
Man,
I already did a breakdown for that card. It's gonna be crazy.
I
I'm
didn't
excited
watch
for
it.
that
I didn't
308
watch it.
card.
We know your pick on that one already.
Yeah, I've been high on Murphy for a while, so this is gonna be a good matchup for sure. But
Yeah.
let's move on now. We got Jocelyn Edwards. I mean, so the story of Jocelyn Edwards. I mean, she's missed weight so much, and what do you know? She misses weight by like 4 pounds, and I think they cut her hair. You seen her? They actually cut her
Yeah,
hair. I think.
you tried, dude. You tried.
I think she was actually the second last girl to weigh in, and the last person to weigh in was Nicola. I think it was Nicola, right? Bro, I was like, I didn't sleep all night. I was doing a breakdown for 308, watching tape all night. Then I was like, then I was gonna go to sleep. Then I was like, fuck, I gotta watch the weigh-ins now. And I was watching the weigh-ins after, waiting for Nicola because Nicola took like fucking forever.
Yeah, he said he was stuck in traffic or something.
For real, is that what he said?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, let's break down this card. Who are you picking here?
For Jocelyn Edwards and Tamir Vidal, actually, this is one I have a bet on. So I think I added Jocelyn Edwards into like one of my long shot parlays before she weighed in. All right, before she weighed in, I was pretty confident. I thought that I just from what we've seen out of these two, Jocelyn Edwards is constantly showing she's becoming a better mixed martial artist, and then Tamir Vidal is just showing she's ready to stand and bang for however long she possibly can. And if the fight doesn't go that way for her, then she's gonna lose. Like I think she's a completely different fighter outside of the first round. Like she
Bro, I
has
was really high in Vidal at one point.
I mean, because she looks ruthless, she has
Yeah.
the look, she has she has the power definitely too. I think she could surprise a lot of people with her power, but it's so like you can see it before it comes. Like she doesn't have a setup. She doesn't really have much technique. It's just brawl, stand and bang, and I think Jocelyn Edwards, she's been facing higher level competition. Um, back in
Eileen
the day,
Perez. I think it was just Eileen Perez. Who
yeah,
else was it? I mean, she fought.
Lucy Pudilova, who's like
She's
got a
not high level.
decent ground game.
She barely won her. She's actually fighting an octagon now. She barely fucking won there. Like the Puilova is horrible.
No, but yeah, I
And
mean, these are girls.
you're right. I mean, they're actually better than Vidal, though. They're actually
Right,
better
that's
than
what I'm
Vidal.
saying. Like Vidal's out there going to split with 39-year-old Montserrat Rendon. You know what I mean? Like
Rodon's actually 39,
35,
bro. Like I
35,
haven't really. I have a hard time noticing anything else when I'm watching Rodon.
that was what killed it for me though. Like the hype for Vidal,
Bro, Rendon's fucking packing, right? She's actually packing. I mean,
I
holy
lost all
shit.
respect for her, man. How do you lose? Okay, Rendon was 34 at the time that they fought. She's 35 now. But how do you go to split with Rendon? You know what I mean? Like if you're known for being a brawler, this is the fight that is pretty much made for you to win. And she took it to split and still lost. She had no ability to get up off of her back. Just very low level. Very low level. I don't think you can trust Vidal. And that's why I gotta go Jocelyn Edwards in this fight, dude. I think she's trying to become a better fighter, and Vidal is just doing what she can out there.
I mean, she doesn't have a game plan. Like, I don't even know who she trains with. I think she trains with that Brazilian team, right? Who's she
Yeah,
training with? The Team Brothers?
Vidal.
Yeah.
Yeah, Team
There's
Brothers. That's
like,
what
is that there's
have
like 4 people that train there? Is that really where she trains at?
Lucas
Wow.
Tavares, Paulo Felipe. I don't know any of these guys.
This is probably not even a real gym. Yeah, I mean, she took this fight because she needs the money, clearly. Because anyone like that wasn't desperate, they probably wouldn't have taken probably wouldn't have taken this fight. I feel like against Edwards because now she's getting part of her purse, right? Like 20%.
Yeah,
What is it? 30%?
yeah, 30
30%, right?
30% because she missed weight bad, so she gets that
What was it
money.
like? 3 pounds, 4 pounds? I think it was like 3.5 pounds, right?
3.5 at first, but then she weighed in a second time and she came in 139, so it's 3 pounds. Yeah,
Because I mean, she's missed weight like so many times, so I'm not even worried about that. I think that's probably gonna help her. If anything, anytime she's missed weight before, she's actually won.
right.
So that's probably gonna help her like can stay on top, right? Control Vidal. And
Yeah,
do you think there's a possibility she can go out there finish her? She actually had Perez in a submission
oh, yeah.
guillotine.
I think she could finish her if it gets to the third round. Because Vidal, like I said, you can't count on her cardio, man. She's so tired in the third round. And
What does he get finished by? I think it was by Gato, right? Boob
yeah,
shot,
and Gado
titty
moved up
shot.
a weight
It was a
class for
titty
that.
shot, right? Titty shot.
Yeah,
That was
Gado
actually hilarious. He got finished by a fucking titty shot.
a straw weight.
Yeah, I mean,
Crazy.
Gato is a lot better than both these girls, I feel like, when it comes to BGA. Getting finished on the feet's like not good. But we've seen Edwards dropped out there, right? Perez dropped her on the feet with a spinning back fist. So it's not like Edwards is fucking phenomenal, has a
No,
fifty chin on her, but she's 4-4 in the UFC. I mean, she should be probably like 5-4, 5-3 in the UFC because she did beat Nora Carnoli when you
right,
see UFC Paris.
right.
Losing to Carol Hossa is not terrible. I got the over here. I really hope it goes over. I don't think she's finishing early. Probably if there's a finish, probably late third round, if anything. Vidal's
Mhm.
pretty tough though, so I think it goes longer. She's gone the distance like all 8 times at the UC level, so I mean Edwards, so probably not gonna go for a finish here.
Yeah, yeah, and I think Vidal or well, yeah, Vidal. What's her submission game like? Because does she
I've never seen her go for a submission out there.
two submissions?
She's got a knockout, I mean, over fucking Pascal, that Asian chick, right?
Yeah, no, because people are saying that Jocelyn Edwards has terrible takedown
She
defense.
has a win over Eileen Perez. You watched that fight? I didn't her win over Eileen Perez. She got up kicked. I think
Really?
it was like a fucking illegal kick, and she
Oh
milked it.
wow.
It
Yeah,
was a DQ. It should have been a DQ. I mean, it was actually DQ. Should have been a no contest. She was clearly getting dominated in that fight.
I didn't even watch that fight. I didn't even know that. That's crazy. That's probably why they
So
matched it up.
is that why? I mean, I don't know. I think they just matched them up because they need someone. They need a
One,
filler on this card,
yeah,
and
Apex.
they can always rely on these fucking chicks to fight in Dana Dungeon. Let's move on. I mean, so I think the fight's gonna go the distance. I like that and taking. I don't know. Edwards money line. I mean, I feel like this might be another split. I think this should be unanimous. I'm actually more confident Edwards than these at least Reed or the other
Yeah.
fight. But
I mean, I'm
yeah,
confident enough to bet
I
her.
think it goes over 2.5 rounds. It's just similar to the money line, right? It's like a little bit chalkier, but I think the overs is better, probably better. Or
Yeah.
you can take 5 stars round 3 in a parlay. That's probably better.
Yeah, I didn't get
Um,
fancy with it. I just put her in a long shot parlay. I didn't get fancy like a over or a prop or
I mean,
anything.
she's better parlay piece than at least Reed. Like, at least she's got
1,000,
wrestling. She can wrestle. She can like strikes, durable.
1,000%, dude.
I think the people are starting at 1:30, right? 1:30 p.m. prelims.
Oh,
And the
really?
main card starts at 4 p.m. I think ET. Dana Dungeon. Yeah, it's Dana Dungeon, bro. That's what I call it.
Let's get into the good fights,
All
man.
right. Finally, we got Katona. Can Katona go out there and save Canada when it comes to
Maybe.
MMA? Everything depends on Katona now. And he's taking on Gene Matsumoto. Who are you picking here, bro?
Man, dude. All right. Katona, he beat Jesse Butler. Round of applause, bro. Like, what do you want me to do? You know what I mean? Like, no one cares. You know what I mean? Like, beating Jesse Butler is not a high level. It's not a win that I can say like, all right, Katona's on the bounce.
People were picking Jesse Butler in that matchup. There's
Crazy.
actually, I think I'm picked.
Yeah.
I
I
think
forgot.
he was just trolling. It might have been just trolling.
There was another guy. I mean, shout out to to this Liam. Liam picks fights.
He's actually really good. I like Liam, man.
picked
He does
Jesse
he does a deep study. I mean,
He did pick Jesse Butler that night too, but he like admittedly said it was a bad pick. So, shout out to him though. He does have good stuff, good content. But Jesse Butler, not a high level MMA guy. And then,
wasn't he cutting to bantamweight in that matchup? And that was his first time at bantamweight, right?
Yeah, I think. Let's be honest. John Matsumoto. How many? Look, he's got 6 wins by submission, 3 by knockout, 6 by decision. He's well rounded.
Yeah, I mean, one of these guys is dangerous, other guy's not dangerous. It's like pretty straightforward matchup.
Yeah, Katona, he's got after going to decision with Jesse Butler, couldn't even finish Jesse Butler. That was his 10th decision win, and he's gone to decision in his past 8 fights.
He actually has a similar style to Murad Dawsoli. Like he's got good fucking cardio, and he can go 3 rounds easy.
He can take
yeah, he can take a shot. He's got a pretty good chin on him.
Yeah,
but the guy's just not dangerous.
I give him that. I just think he only has one way to win, and if you're counting on one way to win versus Matsumoto has multiple ways to win, dude. Like I think submitting Dan Argueta is really hard. Like people underestimate how hard it is to submit Dan Argueta, man. Like Cody hadn't earned his Contender Series contract by pulling a guillotine, and he couldn't find that on Dan Argueta. He took him to decision. John Matsumoto finished him in the
Cody hadn't? I don't think he had a guillotine. I think he had a rear naked choke.
Oh, rear naked. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It was like a club and sub kind of.
Yeah, I mean, Argueta's pretty tough. I should have taken the over. I actually picked Argueta over Hadden.
Damn.
Probably one of the worst picks I've picked recently. I mean,
Damn.
I thought Argueta could probably take him down, but he couldn't fucking Hadden taking defense looked better than Matsumoto. I didn't bet on Argueta though, but I did pick him there.
Yeah, and Matsumoto, obviously he's undefeated. He had maybe fought a bunch of custodians in the regional scene, but like I just think we have to go with the potential here, man. He's got finishing ability. He's not looking to go 15 minutes, even though he can. He has 6 wins by decision. So I got faith in this guy, dude. I think he's a promising prospect. I think he had the chance to beat a guy like Katona. Cody, going to close fights with Cody Gibson, going to decision with Jesse Butler.
He could have won the Armfield fight if he just wrestled more and he couldn't fucking hold him down enough. Yeah, on the feet just has no power. So he's my lock of the week over Armfield. Like I got a couple of bad locks of the weeks on this card. Armfield was my lock of the week over not Armfield. I mean Katona was my lock of the week over Armfield. Vidal was my lock of the week over Hernandez. So I'm picking all of them to lose now. So I know my lock of the weeks pretty well. And Katona, even though people are saying that was a robbery, hell no, that was not a fucking robbery.
No.
He lost that fight pretty clearly. And they were trying to wasn't that a unanimous decision? I think it was unanimous, right?
I believe so. I could tell you right now. Yeah, it was unanimous.
Yeah, he just wasn't really landing any big shots, and Armfield was the one landing bigger shots. So that's basically what won Armfield that fight. Even though he was taking him down, he took him down in the first round, took him down in the third round. Just really didn't do much with those takedowns. And Matsumoto, he got taken on 9 times. And the reason he got taken on 9 times because he kept getting back up over and over and over and over.
It was 19 takedown attempts.
Yeah, so he defended half of those takedowns. Katona, he's probably, I think he's better than fucking Argueta for sure. He can box pretty well. I guess he's a boxer, but the guy's just not dangerous. And he's
actually a really good fight.
I think he's better than Argueta for sure. But I think this is a good matchup for Matsumoto. He's got more past victory. There's a possibility he can go out there and catch Katona in the submission. There's definitely a possibility. But I'm gonna say Katona is tough enough. He's durable. But it doesn't matter how durable you are, when you get caught up in a submission, I mean, you can't it's just locked in. I mean, you're gonna go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So I know the overs are people playing the overs, and I get it. I mean, Katona is durable. I'm gonna say this fight goes longer, but there's a possibility Matsumoto can go out there and find a submission or something. I don't think he's knocking him out. I mean, maybe submission, but probably goes a distance more than likely.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna go the distance. I'm gonna say 29-28 Matsumoto. I'd be kind of shocked if he goes 30-27. I think Katona's gonna win at least one round out there.
All right.
What do you think?
Got faith
Do
in the
you think it's gonna be 30-27?
No, yeah, I'm not, I can't say 30-27 because you're right. You know, Matsumoto's still fresh. We still don't know, but he is a very clean fighter. Like in his Contender Series fight, he put on, like from start to finish, a great performance. So
He was getting taken on in that fight. I mean, but
yeah,
the guy's actually pretty good. He recently got a win in LFA recently. What was his name? I can't remember his name. His name was Casey Tanner. Yeah,
yeah,
he recently picked up a first round submission in LFA, so we're probably gonna see him back on Contender Series soon. The over one off is minus 700. Yeah, I think it goes over one off. It should be
yeah.
like a lock parlay piece. I don't
You
think Matsumoto is gonna go out there and knock him out. It's really unlikely that there's a finisher early here.
you think Katona is gonna go for broke with these takedowns?
He's probably gonna try. I mean, I feel like he's gonna strike with them too. I don't feel like he's just gonna like
He
be
should.
shooting takedowns like Argueta, because Argueta, at least Katona can strike. I mean, right? Even though
Yeah,
he's got T-Rex arms out there, he's a better striker than Argueta for sure.
I think so.
Yeah, but I still think Matsumoto is gonna be one landing more combinations. Leg kicks. His leg kicks are actually pretty nasty. Those body kicks and those elbows. He's a better Muay Thai striker, so I'm gonna pick him. I like him as a parlay piece. I think he's gonna win.
Hell
This
yeah.
is a good matchup for him.
I think he's a good parlay piece too, man. For real.
All right, now we got Almabaev taking on Nicola. Here we go, man. This is like the public underdog this week, I think. Nicola.
Go out?
Yeah,
Really?
I think he's like the public underdog this week.
I mean, I like that the line is saying, oh no, now he's a minus
I've
218.
seen Almabaev all the way at like minus 165 early in the week.
Now he's a minus 218 on DraftKings right now. Just crazy. I got him at
I was gonna stay away from him. I was like thinking all week and I was sitting on it. Then I fucking ended up putting him with Adelene. Go both guys that have clear path to victory with the wrestling, and if they go out there and wrestle, they're both gonna win.
yeah. I think Almabaev is the real deal, bro. Real deal. You want me to get into the breakdown?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's go.
3-0 in the UFC, bro. He has yet to lose a round in the UFC. So like I credit that. I think that's like extremely hard to do, especially for a guy who I think, you know, a lot of people are gonna say he's one dimensional, but if you can't, we haven't really seen his stand up that much. You know what I mean? Like he hasn't had to use it. So we don't know if he's one dimensional. He does train with Henry Hooft. He trains in Florida. So he's not like at a wrestling gym, you know what I mean? I think he's constantly working on his striking. He's 31, 30 years old, I think. So this is a guy who definitely understands to get to the top 5, you can't just have wrestling. You know, I think it's a great, obviously it's working out. It's great for him. And he's even beating guys and taking guys like Tagir Ulanbekov back in the regional scene, like Brave FC, all of those promotions that he fought for in the regional scene, those are really tough promotions. I rate those promotions really highly because you get those like fighters from Russia, fighters from Kazakhstan and stuff like that. And that's tough, man. These guys are all looking to be champions. So, you know, 22 fights under his belt already. I think he's got the experience. I think he's the real deal, man. This is another guy like just like John Matsumoto. We have to go. I have to go with the potential here. Like Mateus Nicolau, yes, he's getting knocked out. He's not getting submitted, and we're not seeing him losing like grappling transitions much. But Asu Amabayev is like he's taking everyone down, bro. It's not a problem for him to wrestle a guy who's 6 foot tall. It's not a problem for him to wrestle a guy who's got experience, like what was his name in his debut?
I think it was Ode Osborne.
Ode Osborne, another guy with experience, and he
I had him by second on submission there. That was a pretty easy read on that one.
dominated him, dude.
That was a nice,
Wasn't
good
even
win
close.
there. I don't bet a lot of like run props, but I did bet it there.
Yeah. So
Then he couldn't go out there and finish Jose Johnson. That was kind of like frustrating. He did have 3 submission attempts in that one though.
yeah, yeah, and Joe, you know, we know Johnson's got a lot of submissions under his belt, if I'm not mistaken. So I think he's like a good, he's got a good BJJ. You know, Mateus Nicolau, 90 something percent, I think it's like 94, 92% takedown defense. That is what, is making people a believer in him for this card. And if you think also Almabaev is one dimensional, I get it. But I can't, I'm not ready to say that yet. We haven't seen the stand up enough. Maybe we see it tonight and it'll surprise everyone. But Mateus Nicolau is also not a guy who's getting finishes with his hands. You know what I mean? I think
He finished the match now, bro. Come on.
oh, my bad. My bad. Match now. That's what I was saying in my YouTube video too, is his ranked wins are David Dvorak, Matt Snell, and
Yeah, I mean, he has a win over Manel Cap, but Manel
Snell.
Cap was fighting like a dummy. Like he was actually trying to wrestle him, which I don't get it. Like why he could have just fucking beat him in striking.
Yeah, and like David Dvorak, Matt Snell, these are guys I think Asu Almabaev would like take care of very easily, in my opinion. Right
He
now,
was supposed to, wasn't he supposed to take on Manel Cap when Perez took that final short notice? Wasn't that a short notice for Perez? I think it was, right?
sure. I'm not
Because
sure.
because I think Manel Cap missed weight for that fight, and then he like Nicola didn't want to fight him then because he missed weight.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
that was Alex Perez took that final short notice. He looked super hesitant out there. It wasn't really. He just seemed scared, bro. Like, you know what's crazy? You want crazy? Just something else. I'll throw a stat out there for you guys. So him and his girlfriend Pena, right? Luana Pena,
Yeah.
they've been finished in every one of their losses. Isn't that crazy?
Damn.
Luana Pinero, she got finished by Angela Hill by submission. She's been finished by Amanda Hebus.
Damn.
Nicola's been finished all 4 times. So it's like these two, like I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Yeah, no durability, bro.
Nicola, has he ever been submitted?
He's never been subbed. It's 4 KO losses.
Oh wow.
I mean, getting killed by Royal is like not bad, right? But getting killed by Perez took the
That's
final short notice. I mean, I think there's a probability that he's gonna be like worried about his chin here. When you're getting KO'd that much at a 125, it doesn't really take much, right? Even when someone's like not known for knocking you out. I mean, even Almabaev, I feel like you could catch him with something crazy. And the numbers, like, I mean, could happen. I mean, this happened 4 times already at 125. Even though I think Nicola is a better striker, but he's so low volume. And he's never the one pressuring forward. If you ever watch tape on him, he's never the one like dictating the pace. He's okay with he's okay with his opponents like pressuring him backwards. Like, and he wasn't wrestling in that Perez fight. I don't know what his game plan was there. Didn't shoot any takedowns out there. Pretty crazy. I'm actually gonna pick Almabaev by KO. I know this is like pretty bad pick, probably, but because I think it's probably could go the distance because Almabaev hasn't really got any KOs at the UFC level. So, but I feel like if he's gonna KO anyone, could be right here or Nicola. I could see him like just getting in topish and landing ground head pound, getting him out of there. I could see him catching him with one of those spinning wheel kicks. Because Almabaev does throw like different variety of stuff out there. Like he'll throw like body kicks, high kicks, and like there's a possibility that Nicola's worried about the takedown, then he throws a brand right, then catches them clean. Could happen, right? Like we've seen that happen with a lot of these guys that are wrestlers. Yeah, even like you can remember Grimbo over Pete Rodriguez when he threw overhand right, then he shot a takedown behind it. Remember that run? Like, who the hell thought Grimbo was gonna go out there and knock him out, right? Not me. I mean, I didn't think he was gonna knock him out.
People were heavy on the other guy for that fight.
I think Grimbo was like minus 300. There minus. I think a lot of people were picking Rodriguez though, but I didn't think he was gonna knock him out. So like that's the thing about these guys that are like known for their wrestling because you're always worried about them shooting underneath and your hands are low, your hands aren't up like where they're supposed to be, and you're not literally like you don't have your guard up high. I could see him landing something crazy. So the number is like pretty crazy for Almabaev by KO. I think it's not a bad long shot prop. Are you picking him by decision? You think it probably goes longer?
Yeah, so I did pick him by decision because I think I respect Nicolau in that part where I think he has fought the competition, the tougher competition, we can say. You know what I mean? But Almabaev, I might be overlooking the knockout because he's got 60% significant strike defense, so he might want to keep this fight on the feet, bro. Knowing that Nicola doesn't have one of the best chins, so maybe we see Asu his striking, because I mean Kazakhstan they got good strikers too. Azat Maksum's not a bad striker. I think
We've
he
seen a
almost
guy
dropped.
from that region recently, Ray Temirov. He's actually, bro,
Yeah,
Temirov's gonna be a problem. I mean, I don't know what kind of cardio this guy has. Yeah, I mean, I picked him by KO. I should have bet him by KO there. He's like plus 250
punch.
by KO.
You've seen his regional fights; he could take a punch,
I didn't
bro.
even bet on Temirov. I should have, man. I'm like, because I wanted to see how he does at DC level. Because we see, like, I was like, Vergara's like a pretty tough dude, but I picked
Yeah,
him by KO because like Vergara was almost knocked out by Lacerda, right? So
yeah.
like he was running for his fucking life in that
He
fight.
was running again. He was running again in that last one.
He's pretty tough though. Like you gotta give him credit. He kept getting back up after he was getting dropped, right? Like that's pretty fucking crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna pick Almabaev. I think there's a likelihood that he catches him because when you're getting KO this much at flyweight, I mean, there's definitely something wrong with your durability. And it's not that he's just getting KO'd or TKO'd, right? He's getting KO'd like
Yeah,
he's getting his lights fucking. He got KO'd by like Volkanovski against Pereira. When you get KO'd like that, I mean, that's like bad. Like getting TKO'd, like standing TKO'd or like ground and pound with ground and pound's like one thing. And he took a lot of elbows in that Roy Wolf fight when he got knee to the fucking face, right? Like he got dropped. Like Nicola, I think Roy Wolf landed like 20 elbows.
yeah.
Follow up ground and pound. So like that's gonna deter your chin when you're like taking that many fucking elbows. Because I think that might have been bad for him taking that many elbows and then coming back fighting Perez on short notice.
Hmm.
So like it's not gonna help him here. Like even though like Almabaev not really known for knockout power, you could time one of those overhand rights. I mean, it's not like Almabaev is a dummy, right? He's gonna see this guy has like been getting chin back to back.
Yeah, he's got good striking defense already against his past opponents.
I
So
mean, he's not really fighting. I mean, he fought at Jose Johnson. Jose Johnson is fucking like shit.
yeah,
And he fought Vergara.
and then Ode Osborne.
He was actually dominating Vergara with the wrestling, and I think Vergara was starting to strike with him on the feed, but then he fought Ode Osborne. He completely fucking like dominated Ode Osborne.
Yeah,
And Ode is actually not bad, right? Ode has a win over Johnson. I mean, which is probably could have gone the other way, but Ode is actually not horrible when he just has no fight IQ. He could have won that Rodriguez fight too. If he just had better fight IQ and UFC Noche. He could have won that fight. Like, he just has terrible fight IQ.
and
Yeah,
that's
I'm
what.
gonna pick him up by him. What were we saying?
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. Is like Ode Osborne fighting a guy like Ode Osborne in your first fight in the UFC. I think that goes to show a lot. Like because they got a lot of faith in this guy. I think that's why he's getting a huge step up in competition. I think he's like ranked 14th, and Nicola is 7th. So the UFC is high on this guy. I'm high on this guy. I think he is going to get the job done, man.
I think Nicola, like I think Cliff said, Almabaev doesn't go for ground and pound. He focuses more on control and submission. That's true. I mean, that's definitely true.
Yeah,
But Nicola has a BJJ black belt, so I'm not sure. I don't think it's going to be easy for him to get caught up in a submission. I mean, there's definitely a possibility club and sub rate, but I don't know. I like the KO. I mean, the KO number is pretty good. You can play like sprinkle KO prop.
we
But I mean, it's a long shot prop rate. I'm not saying it's a lock of the fucking century, but we've seen it happen so much. I mean, when it happens like that much, even like Volkanovski or Islam that he got killed by Deporia, like if he fights Diego Lopez, I don't think Lopez can. I don't know. Lopez can knock him on, man. I don't know. Like, there's a possibility, like when you're getting chinned that much,
a good fight, man.
and he's actually like now he's actually considering fighting Lopez now. Lopez is the backup right for Max Holloway, I
Yeah,
think next week. And if you did you watch that interview that Volkanovski did
they're going
recently?
to be in Australia in
He bro,
February.
he almost I thought that was like a political thing. Like I thought he was like in the politics. Like he's trying to be the fucking prime minister of Australia. Do that, prime minister? How's it? Is like prime minister or president over there? You know anything about that?
No, I don't know about Australia. I don't know how they do things, but I
Yeah,
do
he's
know.
actually down to fight Lopez now. He said he's okay. If unless Max goes out there and like wins the belt, then
Yeah,
he might go out there and fight Max Holloway, right? But yeah, if Pereira wins, I don't think Pereira is gonna make a quick turnaround like Alex Pera has been making. I think
No,
he's gonna fight Lopez next, and
yeah, this fight took a long time for it to happen too. After beating Volkanovski.
he said he wants to come back before like February. So it's probably gonna be him versus Lopez, because if
Oh,
he goes out there beats Lopez, like he's gonna be right back in the title picture.
hell
And
yeah.
this should be good for him to fight someone like not bad to right away, right? He should, because getting his confidence back. I mean, he should probably fight what's his name? Um who's the other guy, the Russian dude? Um
Uh,
I'm already
Mozart.
freaking
Mozart.
Moser, yeah, Moser. He's fighting who's he fighting? Sterling? I think he's bro, I've actually had bet on him at like minus 150, 55 over Sterling. Then they canceled that fight because Sterling, I guess he pulled odd. Now he's like minus 230. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
bet him at minus 230. It's
nah.
like it's gonna go the distance, and like it's fucking Sterling is not a bad wrestler either.
Yeah,
Like minus 230 is like fucking crazy though.
I hate when they rebook top level fights because now the sharps know what our
Yeah, they
read.
know what like move the fucking lines higher than that.
Yeah,
But yeah, I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna buy by KO. Are you picking the submission decision? Um,
I'm saying decision or I can't say submission. Nicola has no submission losses, so I'm gonna and he couldn't finish Jose Johnson, so I'm gonna say decision.
I mean, he had to use submission attempts, right? Jose Johnson is a fucking like 6 feet tall.
Yeah, yeah, that's
But yeah,
one
you're
thing.
right. I mean, Jose Johnson has really terrible fucking BGG. All right, next fight on the card, we got the damage. Darren Elkins taking Daniel Pineda. Bro, who are you picking here? And why
Man,
the hell is anyone betting on this fight? First of all,
yeah, yeah. I mean, at first, I thought I was like, Daniel Pineda. We just saw him recently. He didn't look too bad against Nathaniel Wood. I think he's got a good chance. And then you start watching tape on these guys, and you're like, bro, who can finish Darren Elkins? You know what I mean? That's the question. Is like, how come no one can finish this guy? Cub Swanson, he was able to get it done. But even then, if you did you watch that fight back? The
I
ref
didn't watch you back. I didn't do a lot of tape study on this fight.
Herb Dean
I
had to
already knew I wasn't gonna bet on this fight.
yeah, it wasn't like an official stoppage. Like Herb Dean had to stop the fight. Darren Elkins was still standing. Like it was a standing TKO finish
But
for
he's going the distance with Nate to train, right? I mean, that tells you a lot.
yeah.
Like Nate to train, Volkanovski, like
That goes to show the kind of fighter Darren Elkins is. He won't stop. Like the ref actually had to step in and like save his life there because he got destroyed by Cub Swanson. He took a very bad punch and Darren Elkins was still standing, still trying to grapple, still trying to do whatever he can. And that for me, that showed it all, man, because I know that Daniel Pineda has some quit in him. You know what I mean? He's got some quit in him. We saw that um like as he passed that 7 minute mark in the fight, he's just not doing enough to win minutes. And Daniel Pineda's a very dangerous guy early. He's got good leg kicks. I think that's actually going to play a big role in this fight, his leg kicks, because Darren Elkins does not take half kicks well. He's like,
I don't think he takes anything. Like he's called the Damas for a reason, not
yeah,
for him. The
yeah,
Damas nickname, he doesn't get the Damas nickname because he's the one out there like landing damage.
yeah,
He's the one taking
no,
the damage.
taking the damage. Yeah, that's not a good. I mean, for him, he probably doesn't care at this point in his career, but not a good rep to have. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, this is a fight I'm so torn on because I feel like Daniel Pineda can get
He's
it done,
actually looked pretty good out there recently. Like
but he
he's not been
loses
looking
the
horrible. Like
competition
he's
that he
been
gets.
getting hurt to the body, right? That's what, like I don't know if Alkin has like I'm picking Alkins here, but just because of the cardio, the durability.
Yeah,
Um, but
so
Pineda's been actually looking better out there recently. So I don't know. Like who the hell fucking knows this one? I
torn
know.
on
Yeah,
right
you gotta
here.
like pick your poison on this one. Like, are you gonna take the Pineda, go out there, finish him early? This guy's never won by decision,
Oh,
and
and so
he's like 0-5 when it comes to decisions.
not a good look. Not a good look. And then Darren is just a savage in the first round. Like he's not gonna let you get your game going in the first round. He's gonna try to get his game going. And I think Daniel Pineda is going to entertain the grappling with him, and that's where he's going to get tired. That's where it's going to be a problem for Daniel Pineda because he even grappled with Herbert Burns, and he mentioned it before the fight with Herbert Burns that he didn't care for Herbert Burns' BJJ, and he was going to show him that he has better BJJ. You can't do that with Darren Elkins.
I think he got cut finally, right, from the UFC roster right
Yeah,
now.
he did get cut.
Bro, you know
Those
what's crazy? He has a win over Movlid Kebulaev, and they got overturned. He actually knocked him on like 29 seconds back in like 2019. Kebulaev was like fucking 21-0 in PFO. Like that's crazy that he knocked him out in the first round. I guess he was on the fucking juice, right? Clearly.
Yeah. I mean,
still knocking him out in the first round is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Like this is one of my least confident picks, man. I'm just gonna pick Elkins because I mean, like beating TJ Brown doesn't really tell me much either. TJ Brown's like a quitter. Also, when it goes over like the first round, he can finish you in the first round. If you don't finish you in the first round, he just quits, gives up. I actually had fight doesn't go the distance there because I knew TJ Brown's not gonna see the scorecards.
And TJ Brown was grappling with him too. You can't
He
grapple.
actually, I think he won the early rounds. He might have won the first round, then he like fucking hurt giving up after. TJ Brown, that's the life story of TJ Brown. I mean, you know what's crazy? Like why I've been fading Jonathan Pierce when he fought Jonathan Pierce and he couldn't like Jonathan Pierce looks so mid in that fight.
Yeah.
I've been fading Jonathan Pierce ever since. He's been a favorite every time too. Isn't that crazy? Like Jonathan Pierce, he was even Pat Sabatini. He was like plus 190 over Pat Sabatini. Pat Sabatini by submission was plus 600. How crazy is that, right?
That was the best Pierce's striking ever looked in the UFC was against Darren Elkins. And that's a problem. Like that's not a good look for Darren Elkins if JSP is out there piecing you up on the feet, however way he wants to.
That's TSP does have the cardio though, so like this, I'm still fucking having a hard time making a pick on them. I'm just gonna pick Darren Elkins because at least he has a winning record in the UFC. At least he's fought Volkanovski's gone the distance with Volkanovski, Nate Train. Yeah. When's Nate Train coming back? You heard anything about Nate Train?
Well, he was supposed to fight Austin Hubbard, remember? For
but then he probably would have subbed Austin Hubbard. Hernandez would have probably caught him in submission.
So yeah, maybe he just got hurt a little bit, but hopefully we see him soon. Hopefully we see him on a pay-per-view card.
Yeah, they gotta put him on a pay-per-view. I'm not sure they will. I honestly wish he went out there beat Iggy. He probably would have been ranked in the top 10.
Yeah.
Maybe they should probably do Nature Train versus Steve Garcia. That's a matchup that makes sense. But Steve Garcia is probably gonna get someone ranked in the top 15 right now.
That's a great fight, dude. Honestly.
Yeah, bro. Like I was so happy to see Nature Pain go out there and like fucking knock out Emmers. It was so nice. I'm probably like one of the biggest Nature Train fans, and also like he subbed Klein, right? Who's on the run right now? Klein, bro. Klein's actually a letdown, man. Like not finishing Roberts. I mean, like almost losing. You know, actually, I actually had to lie bet Roberts at like plus 490 to like make sure I don't lose money on that fight. I don't lose money on the parlay, and then I lost my parlay with Brito. I actually bet like $75 on fucking Roosevelt Roberts after the first round because Klein Roberts could have won if he just wasn't gassed.
Yeah, honestly, Klein did not look good in that fight. The way he looked the fight before that versus how he looked in that fight, like two completely different people.
Yeah, the line dropped to like minus 180, I think, at one point. So like I put 75. I was like, shit, I'm gonna lose my fucking money on Klein. Like I was a panic bet. You know, when like I don't really live bet that much. When I do live stream, I don't live bet. I was live betting on Pera's card because Brito fucking sold my parlay.
Yeah.
And then I had been more in Battle. Battle was the only one that I should just bet on that card.
Roy Val was a good live bet last week. Roy
Val? Yeah, I wasn't live betting. I was live during that card. I was just sad for Tara. I don't think it's like, you know, when you're like, Tara is like one of my favorite fighters, and I have a hard time betting against people that are like, you shouldn't be doing you shouldn't be like that. Like you can't like get emotionally fucking attached to fighters. But it happens. I mean, like even like Nature Train, I don't think I've ever like bet against Nature Train.
I mean, he almost won. Tyra almost won, just one round. So
yeah, Tara, all he need to do was go out there, get a takedown. But I'm still impressed by Tara.
Yeah, me too.
He showed how tough he is, right? Like, I mean, he showed he's fucking tough. He's never gonna give up on himself.
Yeah.
He could have won if he just had got that takedown in the 5th round. And somehow, like, one judge scored that fight for Tara. Like, unfucking believable. That 1st round for Tyra. I think it was Saul D'Amato, right? It was Saul D'Amato. It's every time, bro. It's always Saul D'Amato. Like, I was actually praying they were gonna score that. Like, we're gonna get a robbery, but at the same time, man, like for MMA and like for the sport, you don't want shit like that happening all the time, because sometimes it could cost you. And it's gonna be bad for like betting overall MMA. If you're betting MMA, like it's bad for you. It's bad for the game. Even though like sometimes you wanna get a robbery your way, but it's not good for the game.
Yeah, I saw Clint put a video about that stuff too. He was like praying that it went the other way.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, no way you can score that fight. I actually had it like 48-47, Royval unanimous. Because he just did not win that first. Royval won the 1st round clear as day. Yeah, let's get back to the breakdown. So I'm gonna pick Elkins just because I don't fucking know who's like. This is one of my least confident picks.
Yeah.
Well, if you're gonna bet on any fight, Reed or Elkins, you probably better off betting Elkins, because Elkins at least has a fucking, he's cast as a dog so many times before. Is he a dog anymore? I don't think he's an underdog anymore, right?
He's the favorite. Now he's the favorite.
I don't think he should be a favorite because he could get finished out early by Pinedo. Pinedo has power early too.
Yeah, he's minus 135 now.
Minus 135. Holy shit. Yeah, even at plus 110, I didn't think there's enough value to bet in Elkins, even at like plus 115.
A lot of money.
Like, well, you remember Cord McGee versus Tim Means? I actually picked Cord McGee and I should have bet him there, but I just stayed away. I can't like get there on these 39-year-old fighters. Like, it's really tough.
We both picked Cord.
Yeah, you picked Cord. Yeah, Cord was actually, bro, he might be making a comeback now. Cord might be making a comeback. I don't think so, but he's actually got like, he should have won that Morono fight too. Like, I don't know, bro. These Morono, like he almost won that fight over D-Rod. Like, it's like these fighters, like I'm just gonna avoid betting on D-Rod ever. I didn't bet on that fight either. So like these fighters, you don't want to be betting guys like D-Rod or Morono or guys like I think Elkins is probably not a bad bet because at least he has like, he's been cashing as a dog before. So if Pinedo goes out there, is trying to finish him early, can't get him out of there. Yeah, we could see like fucking Pinedo casting. And then Elkin just putting a pace on him. But I'm just not, I can't tell you guys to go bet on him. Over, what do you think about the over? You think like the over one off here?
In this fight? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if Elkins is winning this fight, I don't think he wins it in the 1st round. So I think Elkins, if you are picking him to win, I could see this fight going over for sure. For sure.
Dumont, bro, he said I'm emotionally attached to Dumont's dump truck. I'm actually shocked that Dumont went out there and outstrike Aldana. Like, I picked her, like I didn't think she's gonna go out there and fucking outstrike, put a beating on Aldana. Aldana's washed, I think. Thinks he's washed now. Early enough set for what, boys? I don't. Yeah, he's picking. I think I changed my pick to Martinez. Because I don't know, like I think Martinez is probably going to look better than she's looked recently, like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
she's got her, right? There's no way she can come back and look worse, right? She comes back and looks worse.
No. Yeah, and Antoine was asking if we think Pat Sabatini is going to make another run. I don't think so.
I think anytime he fights like someone like Ige, if he fights, has he fought Ige? I don't think he fought Ige, right? If he fights Ige, he's going to get knocked out.
Pat Sabatini? Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you can take down Ige, like I don't see him submitting Ige either. Like he might take him down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Ige would knock him out. Guys that have power,
exactly.
they're gonna be trouble for Sabatini. It's just Pierce is like, he's got no fucking like, he was getting caught up in guillotines by what's his name? Christian Rodriguez on short notice. So that's why it made me pick Sabatini, because of that reason alone. Because he was like in so many submission attempts against Christian Rodriguez, and who actually took that fight up a weight class at 145 on short notice. Because then he was fighting a bantamweight right after that. So it's like Sabatini was only gonna need one takedown. I thought he was gonna get like a second submission, but he got it done. He actually subbed Pierce in the 1st round, and he took him longer to submit Almeida. Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I really hope they keep making Jonathan Pierce the favorite. Like
Did you have
the last 3 times he's been the favorite every time
Yeah. Did you
over
pick
Brito.
Sabatini in
Yeah, I
that fight?
picked Sabatini by submission. Bro, this
Nice.
was like plus 600 submission. I should have
Chris,
picked him as a lock. I think Jacob had because he picked him as a lock of the week. Jacob's actually pretty good for week 1 picks. He's picking. I think someone in the chat said he's picking a Lane, Austin Lane.
is he
So
really?
I mean, he might be on something. You never know, bro. The guy's pretty good
Yeah.
at picking underdog lock of the weeks. But I don't know. This
Oh, I
one's
think
like,
he picked Aaron Elkins.
did he pick Darren Elkins? I didn't watch the lock of the week video, so I'm not sure. Someone in the chat was saying, hey, maybe they're trolling.
No way.
Maybe they're trolling.
No way. You could pick Austin Lane.
I mean, there's better underdogs on the card for sure.
Yeah.
Elkins, I think he picked. Did he pick Elkins? Might have been Elkins in.
I think he did.
All right, let's move on now. So next fight on the card, we got a short notice fight for Hadley here. Not Hadley first. Cameron and some other men. So who you taking here, bro?
Smotherman, man, I think it's a completely different matchup for Jake Hadley because I think Houston was probably going to take Jake Hadley down a couple times. Smotherman is going to look to keep this fight standing. He's going to try to knock Jake Hadley out. But bro, I can't. I think losing to Hadalampos Gregoriou is a bad look, bro.
He's definitely the run of the litter at long and wide minimum MMA.
It's
That
a really
guy's
bad look.
bro. I got so bad. I was gonna stay away from betting on him and that fucking what was that? Was it Sergey or like who was that guy? The other guy. They look like I think they're both like the same person, but what was his name?
Toshiomi Kazama.
Toshiomi Kazama, yeah. I actually think they're like the same person. What's it, Jacob Sergey and the other guy? Like they both fight similar. They both have terrible fight IQ.
Yeah.
They both don't have a chin. And yeah, it's like
you can't be losing to that guy, bro.
He got KO'd in like under like a 20 seconds, 30 seconds, I think it was.
But Hadalampos, he goes for broke. And I guess he just got lucky that night. Maybe that's what we're gonna see today. But Smotherman,
yeah, he's actually an entertaining fighter. So I'm actually excited to see how this one goes.
Yeah, he went to some really close fights. Like I was watching his tape after the loss to Hadalampos. He went to a really close split decision with some guy in the regional scene. Like I just don't think. I think Smotherman deserves like a contender series fight, not a short notice step up.
If he goes out there and like puts up an entertaining fight, I think stock's gonna go up even in the last.
Yeah, but I mean he's also 11-3 in the Fury fighting promotion, so he's got a lot of regional scene fights. You know what I mean? But I just can't. I think Jake Hadley is gonna be faster, just like he was in his last matchup. But Calvin Loughran is really not like that's the thing too. How good is Calvin Loughran? I don't think Calvin Loughran is that good.
I was pretty high on him. I was pretty high on Colin. I was gonna get those takedowns, and he couldn't get those fucking takedowns. Colin has a fucking cinder block for a chin. The guy has a grinded chin though, because he kept eating everything like on the chin. I don't think this guy Terry Lamp is gonna be able to take those shots.
Smotherman? Yeah.
I think the fight doesn't go to distance. Probably the better play here than taking Jake Hadley, ITD, or like I think the way Cameron fights. There's a high likelihood of this one going under.
Yeah, I think there's a good amount of experience on Jake Hadley's side. I know he's fresh into the bantamweight, but we saw how good he looked not having to cut.
Yeah, because he's not cutting weight now.
Yeah,
looked a lot better at one.
I think he's gonna be faster. I think he's gonna have good. I think he can mix in some takedowns. Smotherman, he's hard to take down after the first one because I think he's just going to go for broke early, and that might lead to him getting taken down.
But he looks like he's fucking 12 years old, right? Like some other man.
He does.
He looks like he just got into high school. Like he's making his debut in high school.
Yeah. But he seems like the kind
How
of
old is he? He's 27? Holy shit, he's 27.
He seems like the kind of guy that doesn't really fight with a game plan when the fight starts, but once he sees what his opponent is trying to do, he makes the proper adjustments. So it could be a really close fight, honestly. But I think Cameron Smotherman has power. I think Jake Hadley has durability, and experience. So I'm gonna go with Jake Hadley. I think he gets it done by decision, man.
You think it goes the distance?
Hell
I mean,
yeah.
there's a possibility. I mean, maybe, but I think Hadley's gonna submit him. Maybe.
Oh yeah.
I could see Hadley like catching him in a submission. Some other man, like I know he's got some submission wins in Fury UFC, but Fury UFC is like these low level these promotions. I mean, like LFA, like these other promotions. What they're really trying to do is they're trying to build you up and send you to the UFC, right? That's their main priority. They're not really trying to like give you these hard tests at these organizations. That's what they're trying to do, right? Their whole goal is to build these guys up, give them soft matchups. I mean, and same thing with Joshua Man. They did pretty much the same thing. Joshua Man also, but yeah, Joshua Man. I think he also fought in for UFC also.
Yeah.
Maybe he goes a distance here. I mean, a short notice. I think he's gonna go for the finish early on Hadley, and Hadley's gonna be able to make the better decisions out there. Um, I could see. I mean, he finished Raposo. Right, Raposo is a good boxer and a good wrestler. I mean, he finished him by submission, so
Yeah.
it's not like this guy. Even though that was a 125, I think, but still, I think he can. I think he could finish him. I think he could finish. He's got good BJJ. I mean, that's what he's really known for, right? The BJJ game. But he's
Yep.
got good boxing too, so I could see like a club and sub. I think it goes under, but let's see. I mean, it's flyweights, right? I mean, bantamweight, so you never know. It could go over. But I'm picking the under.
Nice.
All right, let's move on to the next fight now. So
You're probably
that's actually going to be a good matchup though, for sure.
you're getting
Now we
good
got
odds under, right?
what were we saying?
My bad. You're
No, you're
getting
good.
good odds on the under, right?
The under, I think it's like no, it's not plus money. It was actually plus 110. No, it's like minus 150 now.
So yeah. Actually, I'm on DraftKings. I'm seeing under 2.5 minus 154 and over 2.5 plus 120.
Probably take fighters to go the distance now. Now that you can bet those.
Yeah, that's a good play.
I
'Cause
like that than playing Hadley ITD
I
because
think that's a good play, yeah.
that's gonna
Smotherman could
cover
knock him
some other man getting something
out.
crazy done because he does go for a lot of stuff out there.
Yeah, right. Smotherman can knock him out.
I don't think he's knocking him out, but there's a possibility, right? I mean, it's a
Yeah.
moon fight, so there's definitely some crazy shit can happen. Now we got Sumur Dargi, the pound for pound #1 worst grappler in the UFC overall, taking on Charles Energy Johnson. You know what's crazy? Energy Johnson. I mean, people were like at one point. I mean, when he got signed to UFC, right, he actually had a lot of hype on him. He went out there and fucking. I think he knocked out what's his name? Who's that guy? I mean, that BG guy.
Which one?
Jimmy Flick. Jimmy the Brick Flick.
Oh.
Jimmy Flick looks like a guy you'd probably meet at a back alley somewhere when you're like hit rock bottom. I mean, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's probably him and fucking what's that girl's name? That girl that fought the one that's on toes from I think she's from Uzbekistan or like Kurdistan.
I know who you're talking.
You know what I'm talking about? Him, her, and like I think they could all probably hang out. I mean,
Maria
have a pretty good
Agapova.
time. Agapo, yeah. Agapo. But yeah, let's break down this fight. So I mean, he's actually had some tough losses. I mean, he fought Joga Jumagulov. That fight was really close. I mean, I don't think he won that fight. I actually scored that for Joga Jumagulov. Joga was actually, I think he won the first round, then he gassed, then Charles took over later, but it was really close. And Makai just held him against the cage. I mean, for like couldn't really get a lot of takedowns, just controlled him in the only reason he lost that fight because he couldn't get off the cage.
Mm-hmm.
Then he lost to Ori Osborne. I don't think he lost to Ori Osborne. He should have won that fight, but it was fucking close. He wasn't really doing enough out there. Neither was Ori Osborne either. I mean, so it was they scored that for Ori Osborne. Then I picked Cody Durden over him. I knew that guys can like take him down and control him. And Durden just put a wrestling clinic on him. You know, I had a pretty good parlay. I don't play a lot of like underdog parlays. I don't think I played it since then. I had a Padilla under to win by KO under 2.5 rounds, and I had a 7-game parlay, but the Durden to get most takedowns, Durden to win as a dog, and Padilla. It was actually like a plus 1200 for 2-leg underdog parlay. It was actually really nice. But yeah, so he lost to Durden there. Then he lost to Rafael Esteban. I think I did pick Esteban there, but he could have won that fight. He could have knocked him out. Esteban was so tired in that third round. So, but since then, I mean, we've seen him go out there, get dropped by. He was getting dropped by Maxim in that first round. Like, but he was able to rally back, and he almost had a ninja choke locked in. Almost finished Maxim. He probably would. I think he actually was close to finishing him. Maxim almost went out cold. Then he let the ninja choke go on. I don't. He let it go for some reason. So we
Yeah,
know this guy has there's definitely a world where he can go out there and like now he's fighting one of the worst guys that has the worst grappling when it comes to BGA. And I know Charles Johnson is known for his striking, and there's a world out there that he can go out there and like fucking find a submission on this guy on the mat or maybe get a knockout.
yeah.
Sumer Darzi is pretty durable though on the feet, but even like Sanel was rocking him with the on the feet also. And like Hadley fight, I actually picked Hadley. Not picked Johnson over Hadley. And he actually dropped Hadley, right? He dropped Hadley in the second round, I think it was.
Yeah.
So Johnson he's showing power. He obviously finished Joshua Van. I mean, I had the over 2.5, so that was sad. And I like Joshua Van, so it was sad to see Joshua Van. I don't. People were saying Joshua Van was too old. Joshua Van,
No.
no way, no way.
One judge,
Joshua Van was like minus 1,200
yeah,
after the
there was a
second
judge
round.
that scored like that. One of the three judges had Joshua Van up 2
For
rounds.
real?
One of
What?
the judges, yeah,
Yeah,
crazy.
that's crazy, man. Because there's no way that there's two either way. So like he's looked pretty good recently. Like he's definitely like he's so active, right? Like Summer Darcy hasn't fought in so long. He fights like every 2 years. Like
Yeah,
probably
Dean.
when he runs out of money, that's when he probably fights.
Yeah, he hasn't
I'm
fought.
gonna pick. I'm gonna pick him. I'm gonna pick Johnson. I'm pretty confident on him.
So I like that you highlighted Charles Johnson's weaknesses and how close, how good of a chance Suma Darji has because I think it's a good fight. Honestly, some people might be picking Charles Johnson like auto bet Charles Johnson here because an auto fade Suma Darji, but
Summer Darcy can strike. I mean, he's not a bad striker.
not a lot of guys have been wanting to strike with Suma Darji. They usually take him down because he's so weak on the ground. So, and
Yeah.
that's what I like about Charles Johnson though is he's not gonna I don't think he's gonna um, you know try to stick to one game plan here. I think he's gonna mix it up. He does a good job mixing up the fights. He even grappled with Azat Maksum. He grappled with Esteban. He's obviously improving in that area. And this is the best fight for him to show that he can, get a submission. But I do also want to.
I'm not playing the submission. I don't think. I think he's gonna go for the knockout, or probably gonna. I think he's gonna go to this, and maybe
I think he
there's
wants
a
to.
chance that he could finish. I think, yeah, he does want to go out there. I was watching his interviews, and he's been talking that he's been saying that this guy's not on his level. I really hope he's not overlooking this guy. Really hope he's not like overlooking him, but he's not really that type of guy to go out there and like overlook anyone. He trains all year round. He's
Yeah,
already fought like what? How
this,
many times? He's already fought 3 times this year.
yeah, dude.
Crazy
I was just
activity.
gonna mention that too. This is gonna be his fourth fight in 2024, and Suma Darji hasn't fought in 10 months. So I think we got more active fighter. I picked him over Jake Hadley, but I did think Joshua Van was gonna get the job done, and he shut that shit down. Third round knockout. Charles Johnson.
Bro, that uppercut was nasty too, and people are out there saying those are early stoppages. Like,
Yeah,
no, it wasn't an early stoppage.
you're
Probably a
bugging.
late stoppage, if anything. I mean, holy shit.
Yeah, and then Suma Darji has look, man. Look, I just want to be honest too. Malcolm Gordon, uh, Zaruka Adashev, and Andre Sukumtaj. Three guys that are not even in the UFC anymore. So, like, he's a ranked fighter, but he hasn't been any ranked guys that are
Holy
currently
shit,
in the
Andre
top.
Suka. Isn't that the guy that fought Sean O'Malley? Is that the same guy?
I-
That's not
So,
oh, you did fight Sean O'Malley. Yeah, holy shit.
yeah, he's going to decision.
Yeah, holy shit. I remember that guy from Sean
Like,
O'Malley fight.
yeah, man, like those aren't wins that I rate. Like, we haven't seen any of those guys. They're not even in the UFC anymore. So, like, Suma Darji is kind of like a ghost rank, in my opinion. Like he's ranked, but for what? You know what I mean? You have no ranked wins currently.
Well, it's
So,
crazy how this guy, what's his name? Sukum, bro, I can't fucking pronounce his name. This Andre, I'll call him Andre.
yeah,
He's never been finished, right? That's crazy.
right, right. Oh shit. Pick'em left the chat. I don't know what happened there. But till he comes back.
Back.
Sumo Dargi.
The
There we
fucking
go.
bus.
Nah, you're good.
Yeah. This is the exact type of fight Charles loses by split. Nah, he's not losing this one. He's gonna show this guy he's not on his level. And I don't
Yeah,
think he's gonna go to war. He said he's not gonna go to war with this guy. He's gonna go out there and like show him. He's gonna go out and get him out of there.
I
Charles
think
by submission. I really hope he goes out there and gets a submission because he can. He's
yeah,
got a ground game. He's shown that he can wrestle in that Maximum fight, right? He was getting on full mount with Maximum. Like he was actually one step ahead over Maximum.
for real.
So
I think he is. I think he's got the goods, man. I think Charles Johnson
yeah.
gets this one done, dude.
I really all like. I mean, I'll take him by submission, but I'm all over the money line. So like, the money line's not even that bad. I don't know, like something's fishy about the money line because it's not really moving here. I've seen so many people on Johnson this
Right?
week, and like the money line's not fucking going anywhere.
Yeah, it's
Like now, it's like starting to move now. Like he's been at like minus 200 for the last like fucking 2 weeks. So I don't know
it's
what's going on
weird.
with that. But maybe people think that this could be a close fight if this one goes longer. But it's not like Summer Darcy throws like crazy amount of volume out there, and I think Johnson's gonna be just quicker and he's gonna be better. So I'm gonna pick Johnson. You're picking Johnson also. I'm pretty confident Johnson here. If he loses, it's gonna be a bad fucking card for me. So he better he better go out there and fucking win. I think he will. All right, next match on the card. Now we got the co-main event of the evening, guys. Make sure you guys hit the like button on the stream and also subscribe to our boy Chris on the channel. There's a link in the description. Let's break down this card, man. I mean, this co-main event, we're breaking the card, bro. You know what sucks though? Like, I'm a pretty big fan of New England Cartel guys, but they just they can't catch a break this year. Pacheco, Cater, who else was it? I mean, there's like other people that I'm forgetting right now. But yeah, Pacheco. You remember Pacheco when he fought Colin Loughran?
Yeah,
His debut, he lost. And then we had a Raffan. We had like other Connor Matthews. Raffan lost. I mean, like these guys that are in England Cartel. I feel like they gotta change. They gotta fucking leave that coach and just move somewhere else and train at like Extreme Couture or Kill Cliff FC or like some other team, right? Like that's what they gotta do. And but they're so loyal, right? They're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna change teams. Connor Matthews, I think he's actually training somewhere else now, so good for him. Because these guys are not doing well over there. There's definitely something wrong with the training they're getting over there at New England Cartel. Yeah, so obviously, like Rob Font is a good boxer, and the only time I picked him was over Adrian Yanez, and I bet him by decision because I didn't think he was gonna finish Yanez. I mean, so I should have bet the money line. I got fucking greedy, so I lost money on that one.
again,
Picked
fancy.
him as a dog and then fucking bet him by decision because I was like, he's probably gonna edge it out by decision. But since then, I mean, I picked Sandhagen over him, but I don't know. That was like a fucking. Sandhagen actually just went out there and I wrestled him, and that's also why I picked Sandhagen to out there and take him down. Took that same game parlay, most takedowns for Sandhagen, because whatever the jury's out in Rob Font that this guy has. I mean, he's I wouldn't say chinny, but he gets rocked a lot out there, man. He's getting wobbled all over the place, and even like because he's a high volume striker. I mean, he throws a lot of volume out there. Like even that Marlon Vera fight, he was throwing a lot of volume out there, but I just wasn't really landing anything that was hurting Vera. And that's the thing about it; doesn't really land a lot of damage unless he can knock you out with one shot. And Yanez, he was fighting like a dumbass out there, trading on the feet in the pocket. Kyler Phillips is not that guy, right? He's gonna go out there and like use his kicks. He can also wrestle if he needs to. I know we haven't really seen him go out there and grapple much, but I feel like we could see him go out there and grapple in this fight if he needs to. But I just see him like keeping distance and just throwing different kicks out there, throwing high kicks, body kicks. He's not just winning fights out. He's actually just outclassing these guys completely.
Mm-hmm.
Like even like the Barcelo fights, he actually had like takedowns in Barcelo. Like if I could be wrong on that, but I feel like he was actually like grappling Barcelo in that fight also when this Barcelo was trying to take him down. So, and
Yeah.
the thing on like Phillips was the problem. With Phillips was that cardio because the fight where he lost to Paiva. I don't think he should have lost that fight. It should have been a draw. Should have been a draw at the very least. I mean, because
Yeah,
he was like he had a 10-year round in the first round, then like he kind of gassed. He didn't really pace himself properly.
I
Recently, he's been pacing himself better recently, and then yeah, I think he's fought on like high level guys before, Song Dong. He's fought other guys before, so like he's been tested before. So he lost to Katona like in 2018. That was so like I was like that's why like I was like took me so long to fucking be confident in Matsumoto. But that was like back in 2018 though. If they're running back, I think Phillips would fucking beat the
destroy.
shit out of Katona. Yeah, I'm picking Phillips. The line seems kind of crazy though, but Fawn is 37 years old now, and he's gonna have to land a clean knockout because I don't think he's gonna be able to just out strike him because Phillips is not gonna go out and just just box with him. He's gonna be out, he's gonna go out and strike with him from distance. So that's my pick. Phillips, I think he's gonna win it on scorecards. I think Fawn's really durable. Phillips can go out there, maybe catch him in a submission because he has that upside. BGG. He's trained over there at MMA Lab, and he's got some. They got some of the best bantamweights over there training at MMA Lab right now. So I think he's got a. This is his fight to lose, and he's not losing this one. Are you on the same side?
Yo, I couldn't have broken that down better myself, bro. You said every single thing I have here on my notes. But yeah, like I share the same thing, man. Font is 37, 1-4 in his last 5. He got taken down 4 times against Figgy. He got taken down 7 times against Corey
You know what's
Sandhagen.
crazy about the Corey Sandhagen fight? Corey Sandhagen had a broken ACL, I think, or something like that, or he was injured.
And look at that. He was still able to get his wrestling going even with a torn ACL. That's not a good look, man. I think Rob Font, he's a great fighter, but he's a great stand-up fighter. And he's getting more and more exposed. I think that whole New England cartel, that nobody there can grapple. Nobody there can grapple. You
Yeah.
can't see anyone there can grapple. So until someone in that training camp can show me that they can grapple, we still got to fade these guys. And Kyler Phillips, earlier on in his career, he was working the takedowns. He was looking to take fights to the ground. He's mixing up his fights. I think he took Sonya Dong down as well, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't
So
remember that fight, but probably might have.
yeah, he took him down 3 times. So like
Song Yudong at that point didn't really have good takedown defense. I mean, but
right,
still
right.
impressive.
It had to have been better than 37-year-old Rob Fonts, though. You know what I mean? That's why, like, I just think.
I mean, Fawn's fighting for a job right now, so he's gonna go like he's gonna bring the fight. I feel like he's gonna be durable. I mean, his durability's been shaky out there. Like he was getting hurt by Figgy, but Figgy is a hard hitter for
Yeah,
sure.
I think the win over Pedro Munoz, like you said, he's making these fights look so one-sided. And to beat Pedro Munoz the way he did is really good because even Pedro Munoz was able to get a round over Sean O'Malley, if you don't remember back.
I remember that
So,
one. It was a
so
no
yeah, man,
contest.
like,
That's because of an eye poke, I think, right?
yeah. So him being able to like steamroll through Pedro Munoz, I think that's a great win. Him being able to beat Song Yadong, that's another great win. Rob Font, not a guy with a lot of momentum right now. Not a guy who I can count on. So I think Kyler Phillips, if he mixes it up a little bit, doesn't just stay in the striking like Adrian Yanez did, then he can make this fight look easy, 30-27. I think Kyler Phillips can definitely dominate this fight, or he can get a finish. But yeah, man, I think he actually does get a knockout in this one too.
He gets a knockout finally, gets Rob Fawn out of there.
Yeah, I think Kyler Phillips round 2, round 3 is a good prop to bet. And yeah, I think he gets the job done, man. I think he gets a finish in this fight.
If he lands one of those high kicks, I mean, maybe you can get him out of there with a knockout. I feel like it's probably a submission. If anything, there's a finish, probably club and sub. So if he takes his back and Rob Fawn's hurt, I could see him catching him in a submission. But I'm going to say Phillips in the scorecards. He fights really safe out there. Doesn't really take a lot of chances.
Yeah,
He's going to really have to stun him badly to follow up and get that finish. Because even like Figgy was hurting Fawn, and he was able to take him down. Couldn't really go for the submission or like the knockout.
right.
Ground and pound. Fawn's like he's like one of these guys like Ige, Munoz Jr., Pedro Munoz. I mean, I keep confusing the two. Munoz Jr., I think, because I did tape study on that Danny Santos fight. I keep confusing those two. But yeah, these guys like Ige, I mean, bantamweight Ige, Pedro Munoz, Ige, and Fawn, they're pretty durable. I mean, these guys don't
Right.
really get finished that much out there. I'm gonna say Phillips in the scorecards. I think it goes longer, but could be. I mean, 37 years old. You're durable. He's not gonna get better as you get older. You start all this damage starts piling up. Now we're at the main one, guys. Let's fucking go. We got a whole banger
I just want to
main
say
win here.
we haven't disagreed on a pick yet. So
Really?
it's crazy.
I think I changed my pick on Martinez. I
Oh
think
yeah,
so.
yeah. Actually, that's the one. That's the one. So, which I don't blame you. So, because she
I
can
mean, the
get it.
last 2 weeks have been like pretty easy for predictions. I only got like 4 fights wrong in the last 4 weeks. 2 weeks,
Man.
I mean.
Good stuff.
So I think this card is going to be pretty straightforward. I think it's going to be like UFC Vegas 98. But let's break down this fight now. So you can take this one first.
All right, man. Michel Pereira taking on Fluffy Hernandez, Anthony Hernandez. 8-fight win streak versus 5-fight win streak. I think Michel Pereira, looking at the odds, is a plus 120 right now. So he's still the underdog. The line hasn't moved too much. Dude, I think both of these guys have been very impressive in their win streaks. Michel Pereira, a lot of people are saying that he's not beating guys who are notable, but he's matched up against them. He was.
It's not his fault. He was supposed to take on Wonder Boy, and Wonder
Supposed to
Boy he missed weight. To be fair, I mean, but still.
He was supposed to fight Wonder Boy. He missed weight, but then even at 185, he was supposed to fight Marc-Andre Barriou, and Barriou pulled out of the fight. Andre Petroski stepped in, and Michel Pereira didn't even make it look close. And then he was supposed to fight Mahmoud Muradov, and then he pulled out of the fight.
I think Mahmoud's actually fighting in a back and octagon now, I think.
I'm not surprised. But yeah,
he's not even finishing people out there either. He's so bad.
I can't blame him though. I can't blame Michel Pereira for fighting Ihor Potieria and Andre Petroski at middleweight. That's not his fault. He was supposed to fight bigger names, and the bigger names aren't showing up. And Michel Pereira is doing his part in making these smaller names not even look like they have a chance. Andre Petroski, we know he has a really good grappling game, really good wrestling game. He didn't even shoot a takedown. Like he
didn't have a chance. He didn't have a chance.
He never found
to be fair, he took that fight on show notice, so like there's that, right?
Right, but he never found. But I think Michel Pereira's, stance switches, being dynamic, just being unpredictable, that is probably what made him so nervous. And Fluffy, he does not fight nervous. I will say that. He's gonna fight confident. He's gonna try to get his game going. And even if it means like throwing 6 or 7 punches at the same time to get to the freaking body, he's going to do it. But Michel Pereira's fast, dude. Stance switches all the time, just being dynamic. I love to watch Michel Pereira fight, dude. It's always entertainment when he's on a card. And I'm not underestimating this 8-fight win streak. I think it's, even at 170, like he didn't lose. Like it was a legal shot against Diego.
The only fight he lost, it was the fight where he didn't pace himself. He was like going for like a bunch of dumb shit out there.
Yeah, Tristan Connolly.
Yeah.
That was so far back though, and that's another thing I want to mention is he was with another training. He was training for something.
I think he's training from home, right? Wasn't he training from home for a while?
Yeah, and now he's
training Extreme Couture. Yeah,
Extreme Couture against training with guys like Sean. Sean Strickland's going to push the pace on you every round. We know Sean Strickland doesn't take a step back. So he's got the right training partners. He's got the right coach. I think he's making all the right decisions. He's 15 pounds more than where he used to be, where he had the cardio issues. So, man, dude, I can't. I think Michel Pereira is the real deal. I don't think he should be the underdog. I think he should be a pick'em. And a lot, for that reason, I got to go Michel Pereira here, man. I think Anthony Hernandez is just getting by his opponents. He's losing the first round.
He never looks good in fights early. Like, that's the thing about Hernandez. Like,
he's like just getting by. He's being able to out stamina these guys. And that,
to be fair, his durability's actually gotten better. Like, Coppola was cooking him to the body. Like, I think he landed like 30 fucking body kicks or like something like that. That
was crazy. Yeah, that was crazy. And we know Kopylov has really good takedown defense. So this is worrying me a lot. But I think that
I think Pera has better taking defense than what's the name
Kopylov.
Kopylov. Yeah, I do believe that.
Wow. Okay.
Kopylov was early on. People were beating him because he had bad takedown defense. Then he went to Dagestan train, and he
Yeah.
had now he's got better takedown defense. He can go out there, take people down himself.
Yeah.
But
But it's crazy.
yeah,
Dude. You know, like we were talking about before the stream, Marcus Perez, not a guy who was good in the UFC, but he was strong as hell, and he was able to deal with the grappling transitions of Anthony Hernandez because he was out physicaling him. And we know how physical Michel Pereira is. He's one of the strongest middleweights out there right now, without a doubt. Even though he's a bit undersized, he's not undersized in the physical department. I think he's
who
strong.
for Michel Pera?
Yeah, for middleweight, he's a little undersized.
I don't think he's that undersized. Bro, he looks huge next Strickland. You seen him next Strickland? This
Yeah,
guy's not undersized.
but he's
It's
like
crazy. I don't know how the hell he's making multiple weight.
6'1".
This guy's
He's
definitely not
6'1".
undersized.
You know what I mean? I think a lot of middleweights are like 6'2", 6'3", you know? But
Some of them lie about their height. I feel like you gotta he looks huge next Strickland. I feel like, but
yeah. But he's not undersized in this matchup. That's the good part about it too. Is Anthony Hernandez, I think he's 6 foot as well. So yeah, Anthony Hernandez is actually the shorter fighter in this fight. So these are two guys who are gonna go at it. I think Michel Pereira obviously has less of a chance as the fight goes on. And Anthony Hernandez could get one of those classical performances where he pulls it off at the end. But I can't count on Anthony Hernandez to take the level of damage that Michel Pereira has been delivering early in these fights. So Michel Pereira plus 120, Michel Pereira 8-fight win streak, knockout power, phenomenal training camp. Training gym, doing all the right steps. I think this is the right matchup for him to show that he's ready for the top 5, top 10, dude. And I think Michel Pereira gets it done, bro.
yeah, I'm right there with you, man. I'm on Pera here. I was at first I seen the fight. I mean, I was watching tape and I watched Hernandez first, and I watched Pera. I was like, damn, bro, is he gonna survive the first round? Like, that's what this fight depends on. Because if he can, if he doesn't, his durability doesn't hold up early. So his durability's definitely gotten better recently, but he's not really fighting other than Kopylov. Kopylov took that fight on short notice. He was scheduled to take on Ikramazkarov, and that's about there. Which paper was that? Was that 298? It was UFC 298. Yeah, he took on Kopylov. Kopylov took that fight on short notice. Then he fought Sabajian. Actually, so I bet him by submission there. You know, I had him by submission of Sabajian. Then he fucking he was getting run over by Sabajian early. Sabajian was beating the shit out of him early. Then Sabajian, typical Sabajian cast like he normally does.
Exactly.
And then I was so pissed off that he went for the TKO. Why not just go for the submission? It was right there. That was probably one of the worst. I was so pissed off. I mean, he finished Rodolfo Vieira. Rodolfo Vieira is he's got no striking. Genuine Park
too in the first round.
I mean, even Brendan Allen back in the day. Brendan Allen was chinny back in the day. Now his chin is a little bit better. I don't think he's a high level striker either. But yeah, so Brendan Allen's he's sometimes the striking looks better, but so he's actually fought some pretty good opposition out there before the UFC. Then he got cooked to the body by Kevin Holland. That was nasty by Kevin Holland. Yeah. Not Kevin Holland doesn't go out there and do that early to a lot of people out there. And that was 2020 though, so he's definitely gotten better. But a lot of these guys, I mean, Dolph Rivera is a BJ guy. Josh Frem is not with the UFC anymore. Mark Underbarrio is wasn't Mark Underbarrio beating him up early too? Maybe I think most of these guys are beating him up early. And Mark Underbarrio is he's definitely, they call him the power bar because he's got cardio, but he doesn't really have much other anything else other than the cardio. He's not even technical on the feet. Yeah, Sabajian, yeah. His best win has got to be Brendan Allen and Jin Park.
Yeah.
And Michel Pera, I mean, I know he doesn't have high level wins either, but the way he's getting it done early, I mean, I could see a world where this one like he's patient out there and just outstrikes Hernandez, but more than likely he's gonna get that finish early. I feel like, but
Yep.
just because like if he can't finish Hernandez doesn't mean he can like win on the scorecards. Like it could happen if his takedown defense holds up. Maybe Hernandez gets takedowns later as the fight drags on, but I'm
Damn.
gonna pick Michel Pereira. I could see this one going like there's a world where he can win on the scorecards. I think people are like writing him off. They're all saying this guy is gonna have to get that early finish and he can win
Yeah.
the scorecards. I could
I
see a
see
role. I
that.
mean, he trains with Strickland, right? So like, sound like this guy's gonna be that fucking gassed. So
I think so too, man. And the 15 pounds does him a
yeah,
lot of
he
favors.
he went to this one, Chaos Williams. I mean, and he won, right? So
Yeah.
Chaos Williams is fucking. It's like a truck. But wasn't Chaos supposed to take on Prates? Prates is fighting Maggie now, right? I
Yeah.
don't know what happened with that
Protest
fight.
called out Chaos Williams, and then Chaos said yes, but I guess now they're doing Neo Magni. They want to give Protest another
Neil
layup.
Magny. That's the 5 round matchup, right? So it's probably gonna
Yeah,
tell us a lot.
November 9th.
And Battle's actually got a matchup due, right? Brandon Battle. He's fighting
Brown.
Randy Brown. So bro, they got some good matchups coming up. Not sure if that's gonna be on like a pay-per-view. They could probably put that on like a pay-per-view card. Prelims, I
Yeah.
mean maybe.
Imagine
Michelle would
imagine
knock
if
out
he still
Jared.
stayed at 170, dude. Holy shit.
Who Michelle Pera?
Yeah.
He's looked better at 185 because I
Hell
don't know
yeah.
how the hell he's making fucking 170. I'm still like puzzled. Like
Crazy.
how the hell was this guy making 170?
Crazy.
If he fought Wonder Boy, I think he would have probably knocked him out. Wonder Boy probably would have subbed to
Yeah.
Wonder Boy.
I agree with Lane though. I think Michelle would knock Jared Cannonier out, dude. That's a fact.
Cannonier, I mean Cannonier's prime was not bad. Like he was pretty good in his prime, but he's definitely not in his prime right now.
No. No.
Yeah, so we're both picking Pera in the main win as a dog. Is he still the underdog? Yeah, he's plus 120 still.
Plus
So
120, yep.
the line's been like there's definitely been money coming in both ways. So the if you want to bet this fight, I mean bet Michelle Pera before the fight, then you can bet Hernandez after the first round because he's not gonna win that first round. He's never winning first rounds out there.
Yep.
I'd be shocked if he goes out there and like controls the whole fight and wins the first round. He's not gonna win the first round like at least like I think 10 out of 10 times he doesn't win the first round because
Against Michelle.
I don't think he's taking him down early. Like if he takes him down, he's gonna have to like work because he kind of like starts slow, right? Doesn't really start early.
Yep.
It does take him time to get his game going. So yeah,
And
we're
Michelle,
both picking Michelle. What we saying?
no, yeah, and Michelle, he definitely used to be that wild, doing backflips and not, just being super unorthodox. But Eric Nixick is toning that down, man. So I think that's a good segue into this question. I don't know who
Who's the
is the
best
best
coach
coach
right now?
right now, man.
I mean, the coaches at Fighting Nerds right now are like,
Yeah, that's a good one.
or
Um,
even Alex Pereira's coach.
who's
I
super
mean,
underrated, in my opinion. Nobody even brings it up.
who?
Max Holloway's coaches.
I mean, they don't even bring himself on
No
the
one ever brings it up.
media.
They are so consistent. You know what I mean? And they only train one guy, as far as we know. But they are
Bro,
super
next week's gonna be crazy, right? Next week, holy shit, that's gonna be
crazy.
crazy. I mean,
Crazy.
if you're ever gonna pay for a pay per view, like next week, say it. I mean, that's worth every fucking dollar that
That's
you're gonna spend.
100%.
Bro, these Saudis are so fucking lucky. I mean, the Saudi money, like,
Yeah.
bro, us Canadians we can only dream about having a card like this. We got fucking Adana versus Nunes as a main win. We got Bueno Silva versus Pennington as a co-main event. So the Saudis are eating good for sure. Yeah, we're like that's just a breakdown for this card. Let's do some parlays. So we normally do parlays at the end.
Oh, yeah.
And make sure you guys go subscribe to Chris Morel's channel and go drop him a sub. Let's
Shout out
fucking
to
go.
Pickens, man. Shout out to
Let's go,
Pickens.
man. We're gonna get this breakdowns going. I mean, I've been fucking canceling the last like
Nah,
like a
don't
fucking dick, bro. Canceling the last minute.
you're
I was
good.
like, wasn't feeling good the past 2 weeks, but we're finally back. I mean, so it's nice getting the breakdowns.
Yeah,
Final
man.
preview. The final previews are pretty dope. All right, so let's do the parlays. I'm gonna bring it up here on screen and me see. Share screen. There we go. So, okay.
So one of my long shots
So
is
give us your parlay, and I'll give him my parlay. Then we'll do a parlay, like both of our
okay.
parlay.
So I got
So-
one 4-leg. It's Michelle Pereira,
Michelle Pereira,
Johnson,
Johnson,
Matsumoto, and
Matsumoto.
the only one I'm getting dangerous with is Jocelyn Edwards.
Do you really want to put her in there?
This is before she weighed in. This was before she weighed in.
Okay, we'll do that. I mean, that's a pretty good number. 520 plus 522. It's a good number right there. Yeah, that's his parlay. If you guys want to deal. No, I'm gonna do mine.
Guys. So
Jocelyn Edwards probably like if
hey.
you're gonna take anyone out, probably Jocelyn Edwards, but he might go out there and like fucking dominate Vidal. I mean, but
Never
at low
know.
level WWE, never know.
Yeah.
My parlay that I like is I'm not fucking trusting these early fighters. Matsumoto. I like Johnson, like Almabaev, and what's his name? Michelle Pera. I think he's gonna win. So plus 530 right there.
That's a good one, dude.
I like that parlay.
I think with Jocelyn Edwards. That's
yeah. I trust Almabaev more than Jocelyn Edwards. Because these judges are horrible when it comes to scoring WMA fights because they don't have a clue what the hell they're watching. All right, let's make a long shot parlay now that we're both of our picks. So we're taking Michelle Pereira and on our parlay. Phillips.
Yep. Johnson.
Hadley. We're probably passing this one. I don't trust these guys. Are we both picking Elkins here?
We both did pick Elkins, yeah.
Yeah, I can't put him in a parlay. We'll take Almabaev. I mean, Almabaev's good.
Hell yeah.
Matsumoto. I want to put Edwards in there, but like,
you're nervous.
I'm nervous, man, because you can't trust these WMA fights. I bet like plus money, like underdogs in WMA. Now I still lose money on those.
I'd rather add Robelis.
Yeah, let's add Robelis plus 1,032 right there for long shot parlay of the night. All right, guys, we're gonna be out of here now. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure you guys go drop our boy a sub. His link is in the description. Pretty sure said crazy comeback submission at PFO. Who like did the first fight go the distance? I mean, at least I need the first fight to go the distance. Hopefully that went the distance. At least over 2.5 rounds. So
shout out to the guys who always hear Rigo.
So yeah, W's everyone, man. W's everyone in the chat.
Austin, Antoine, all these guys, man. Thanks for showing up. Shout out to Pick'em, always streaming for us, bro. Always bringing the entertainment. Yeah, man. Shout out to you guys. Good luck on your bets too.
All right, guys. Take it easy. We'll see you later.
Peace out, bro.